Good morning, people. Spirit of Life Alchemy here with your morning message tarot reading for Saturday the 19th of February 2022. Actually recorded this on Friday afternoon the 18th. We've got Storm Eugene blustering about outside, hearing lots of sirens and things. It's very stormy out there. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Where I live, I'm completely surrounded by trees, and I'm in the upstairs flat. So hopefully everything's going to be fine. But the trees are just blowing all over the place a little bit. And coming in from the open side of the flat as well. Hey! So anyway, staring out the window blankly, just watching them. Anyway, Saturday the 19th of February 2022. First I'd like to give a shout out to Gillian on her birthday today. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Lovely friend. So she's an Aquarius, but this year it's fallen in Pisces. So as often does with people born on the cusps of signs. Anyway, astrology for today. So early on the moon's going to move into Libra, where it's going to form a trine with Mercury and an opposition to Chiron. So there could be lots of communications about connecting with people through discussion and connection and things, but it could turn fractious in conversations of we or me, with the moon being in relationship orientated Libra and Chiron in me, myself and I, Aries. So with the opposition there could be, conflict going on there. And that was it for astrology today. It's quite a quiet day. Let's do some cards and see what they have to say for the day. Oh, itchy nose before I even start. Oh, never got rain starting. It keeps coming through in heavy showers. The sky was all blue just a moment ago. Now it's going dark and grey. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? The 19th of February 2022. Magpie struggling to fly by in the direction that the wind's coming in. It did look like it was struggling a bit there. Okay, what do we need to know for today? The 19th of February 2022. Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. What do we need to know for today, the 19th of February 2022? So we're using the Work Your Light cards first of all. Our beautiful card at the bottom, the Ever Unfolding Rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. You're coming into bloom and blossom. And then we've got Trust the Niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And then Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in? Okay, so often what happens is as we're growing and developing and coming into blossom and bloom ourselves, raising our vibration and becoming much more whole as a person, often it can cause reactions in other people. Sometimes they don't want us to evolve and change because it's, well, where does it leave them? Or, they, that's what I'm looking for. They feel sort of with you evolving, that they somehow might need to do that as well, or you know, the connection doesn't work as well as it used to. This could be the moon opposite, trine Mercury opposite Chiron. That yeah, as we're coming out into ourselves and blooming, then sort of you might notice like sort of snide remarks or cutting remarks and things like that. Oh, didn't expect that from that person. Are you feeling someone's being a bit underhand with you or something? Can manifest in lots of different ways. But if you're feeling that niggle, the cards are saying, trust it, because you're not imagining it. It's there. And also, don't make yourself small just for other people to feel better. You know, we're not here on earth to be here for other people. We're here on our own journeys. And sometimes, you know, you might have gone along for a while with somebody, a reason or a season type of, you know, relationship with somebody, friendship or romantic relationship, or even family members and stuff. You know, but then you start veering off somewhere and the other person or the other people don't like it and sort of try and coerce you to bring you back into line with where they feel comfortable. Don't do that. You're here to shine your own light, and that shining your light, connecting to that light within and shining that brightly. That's been the message for this week. That was the message with the full moon in Leo on Wednesday. And if you've been watching the last couple of days, you've seen how that's continued on since then. This message, again, is another continuation of that. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Even, you know, sometimes we have to sort of step away from people. It's time to move on and go our own way. Then, so if that's what needs to be done, that may be the thing that you need to do. But only you can know that. Obviously, it's your journey. So we'll do some tarot cards, see what they have to say. We've got the Light Seers deck. Remember what it was called then for a minute. So let's see, what do we need to know for today? The 19th of February 2022. Well, as you can see, I've had a little thing with the cards here. They're just being a bit inflexible today. God, they're a bit all over the place today. Maybe, you know, if you're usually sort of a flexible type of person who, you know, goes with the flow. I want to say, the word that's coming to my head is concede to others, but I don't mean that in like a surrendering. It sounds a bit harsh. But that type of thing, anything for a quiet life type of mentality. Maybe today is the day you need to be a bit more inflexible, stand your ground, and shine in your own light. Okay. That was it, because they're easing up now. They just, Spirit said, we need you to tell them this. Told you now, cards are playing now. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? The 19th of February 2022. Okay, let's see. Let's flip over. Okay. What do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please, for the 19th of February 2022. So let's see what we've got. Okay, centre of the spread, we've got Judgment, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the King of Swords, We've got the Fool, got the Nine of Wands, got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Knight of Wands, and at the bottom we've got the Ten of Cups. And the card that fell out with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for us. So at the centre of the spread of the card that signifies us, we have Judgment, number 20 in the Major Arcana. And today this is saying to me that you find yourself at a crossroads. Okay, you can stay where you are, or you can choose to evolve. Coming back to these Work Your Light cards at the top, this is about sort of you coming into bloom and blossom, or whether you're held back, whether you go forward with that and with the flow and opening and everything, or you stay where you are, dimming your light. The advice from the cards is not to do that, to evolve and grow. That's what they want you to do. Or that's what they're suggesting, that the potential is here for you. Obviously the cards don't tell you to do anything, you know, that's all your decisions. We consult the cards to get a snapshot at a moment in time, to see where we are, and we can ask the cards for advice and things like that, of if I do this, what's likely to happen, can you give me more advice on this card? Okay, we still have free will and everything like that. So yeah, this is where we are. We're at the crossroads, and it's up to you whichever way you want to go. In the moon position, which is our subconscious or unconscious mind, our intuition, and our emotions, we have the Wheel of Fortune. There's a change in the air. Okay, this is another destiny card. The Judgment is a destiny card, and the Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card. As we make decisions at the crossroads, then our destiny, it would take us either, you know, one way or another. The Mercury card, which is our mind in general, our intellect, our thinking processes, information, communication, self-expression, we get the Nine of Swords. So we may be feeling anxious about this decision, this crossroads. We may not want to hurt other people, or step away. That might be like a big thing for you of, oh God, what if, you know, growing, opening, it moves you away from, you know, old familiar comfort zones and circles of people, and that could be causing you some anxiety right now. Okay, again, it's sort of the cards, the astrology for the day is Moon going into relationship orientated, Libra forming an opposition to the wounded healer Chiron in Aries, we or me, and with the trine to Mercury, we're having this internal or external conversation going on, and deciding what we want to do, what's best for us. The Venus card. So Venus is our values around love and money, relationships, friendships, beauty, harmony, pleasure in life, creativity, harmony. We get the King of Swords here. Now I really like the King of Swords in this cup. The King of Swords is about being in the power of the mind and clarity and clear-sightedness, and knowing what you're thinking. And I particularly like this rendition because we've got the owl at the bottom, showing wisdom and clarity of vision, even in the dark. We've got a crow or a raven at the top there, which in lots of myths, ravens are messengers. Odin had, is it Hugin and Mugin? Two ravens that would go out and see everything and come back and tell him what was going on. And other myths as well involve ravens and crows and things. Also in medicine cards, birds signify magic and lore and things. So, but another way of getting information. And then there's also a bat, and bats use sonar to find their way around, sending out vibrations and sensing the vibrations coming back. So this, the King of Swords, is sort of the empowerment of all of these different types of communication and of ways of getting clarity and everything. So he's wise, he uses his senses to go out and sense, and he relies on messages coming through. This is what you need to do. Trust the niggle. If you're sensing and picking up that something's a bit off, trust that, because the King of Swords is in the Venus position of relationships and friendships and values around love and money and things. Okay, so that's sort of saying to me about trusting the niggle. Then we come to the Sun position, which is our conscious mind. It's our core identity, core vitality, inner light shining out, and how we move out into the world. And we've got the Fool. We're stepping off into a new journey, a new unfolding, the ever unfolding rose. We're starting out into a new blossoming and blooming of who we are, unfolding beautifully into life. So this is this crossroads, this junction point. This can be the beginning of a new journey. And then we come to the Mars card, which is how we take action in our life, our ambition, our will, drive, determination, desire, passion, fire energy. We've got the Nine of Swords. Sorry, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay, and this card is about balancing our inner strength with the outer strength, having firm boundaries, but not just blocking everybody out, allowing ourselves to be open, to be vulnerable, but knowing sort of where to draw the line around us. It's getting that harmony and balance in that. Okay, so when we do that, that opens this a lot more for us. Okay, and then we come to the Jupiter card, which is what's working for us in our life. So it's hope, optimism, good fortune, good luck, expansiveness, truth, justice, freedom. And we've got the Queen of Cups here. She scries, she receives messages from the divine. She sees what's going on under the surface, and she remains balanced between the conscious and the subconscious mind. I like in this card that she's half submerged in the water. For me, that represents that sort of, being at home in the subconscious, the messages coming up, as well as in the conscious world and receiving messages down. Okay, so it's about being balanced. And if you're firm in your identity and your boundaries and things like that, and your inner strength balanced with sort of your outer strength, it's like the Venus being the internal and the feminine, and Mars being the external and the masculine sides of ourselves, balancing that energy. If we do that, then we can be more attuned to this and open for this. Okay, the Saturn card, which is, you know, what holds us back and limits us at the moment. Obstacles, limitations, restrictions, responsibilities, commitment, grounding, and structure in our life. We get the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is very passionate. He gets an idea in his head and he is off with it. If we don't do it now, it's going to be too late. Da, da, da. You don't want to be doing that at the moment. Okay, what you do need to be doing is coming back to the Page of Pentacles, coming back to your centre, both sort of in the heart centre with the mandala held to the chest, but then grounding into your centre as well with this mandala on the floor. Coming into balance, bit of patience, bit of waiting, seeing sort of weighing up the options and seeing how the land lies. Okay, and then the card at the bottom of the deck, the general environment for the reading, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, there's the potential here that we find our happy ever after. Okay, that blooming into who we're here to be. Okay, finding, you know, emotional happiness and contentment, and just being in harmony within ourselves as well. So that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. For notifications, click on the bell, make it a wiggly bell. If you like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this this video in the description box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow or next time, thank you for watching.